Sure.
So, Meg.
At the Bureau of filling out forms. Oh,
Yes, you were at the Bureau filling out forms all day, only to be told that your forms aren't valid enough. How's that make you feel, to have wasted a day filling out forms and being told you don't have good enough information?
hey, that I fill out the next form, get closer to proofing it. It's only a matter of time before I find the stroke 61827 that will prove my father existed.
And potentially, are you concerned about even getting back into the family, or is this more just at this point about making sure that they know that your father was real?
It's the game itself, right? It's like, how long can I go down to the administrator, fill out forms, bring in examples before it happens, or before nothing eventually?
Does the continued trying help you feel some semblance of hope, or is the hope just kind of there and it doesn't fade?
It's like it's a game.
Okay.
Standing, me or the forms.
I've heard forms can be quite resolute. Nope.
Away.
Oh no!
Whitney has vanished.
I'm back. It just crashed again for no apparent reason.
Yeah, I think that's because on Chrome you're going through the browser app, and I'm sure the video part isn't well supported. Good old Discord. Maybe I should just buy that laptop.
That could be a thing.
Actually, you know, well, we'll talk about that for next time. A different option for next time.
Pigeon.
Pigeon.
Play
Yep,
by carrier.
we're gonna play by carrier
Play
pigeon.
by carrier pigeon.
Absolutely.
That sounds like forced labor, James.
Slavery with extra steps.
Yeah, are the pigeons being properly compensated? Are they joining voluntarily?
Yes,
They
of
have a
course they are.
union.
Yeah.
They
See,
have a union.
James has helped them unionized.
Yeah, I only use unionized pigeons.
See, ethical, every step of the way.
They're getting lovely millet. A pigeon's dream.
Well, we tell them it's millet.
It's imitation millet.
It's old bagels found on the sidewalk.
And ground.
Like, this crap tastes like bird seed.
All right, so quick catch up. The five of you are once again going to be making your way down to the butcher.
Is that downtown?
Nope.
Making our way?
You're definitely not making your way downtown. You're not
Damn.
moving fast or holding hands or any of that garbage.
Welcome.
So
Yo.
that's
Hello,
some
other
Green
human.
Justin delaying me today.
Oh man, Green Justin is awful superpowers.
Yep.
Oh god, all my video feeds once again just tweaked out. Please hold while I transfer your call.
Don't laugh, Michelle. It encourages him.
My jokes are hilarious. Everyone concurs.
Everyone, meaning all of your
Aw.
personalities.
Look,
Yes.
there are enough that they equal consensus. All right? We fair?
Mm,
Good.
mm.
We Fox News on this topic? Yes? All right. Excellent. All right. So again, you guys are going to be heading over to the butcher today, picking up a large load of, or I'm sorry, to the ranch today, picking up a large load of livestock, and then you will be transporting it out to House Zoe. You'll be taking the back route this time, which, while it will save on quite a bit of tolls, there is a very high probable chance, from what you've recently been told, that you will encounter werewolves.
You're all gonna die.
That
However,
doesn't seem like a smart risk to take.
well, they're sending what they believe to be a trained group of people who have weaponry
Ish.
that can solve this problem. That can solve any werewolf problem along the way.
Ish.
And as far as House Zoe is concerned, you're all expendable.
Thanks.
Fuck House Zoe.
I mean, they're paying you money. There's a lot of money to be made out of this, because every dollar that you save is money that rolls back to each of you.
Is it really though, or do they keep it for themselves?
No, the agreement is that there is a percentage of each transaction saved that will be pushed back to pay for your efforts.
But a percentage could be like 1%.
Yes, but that's still a percentage more than you had before.
Yes.
And that is all House Zoe is concerned with. It's fair according to what they consider fair to be considered. That's the House Zoe way. As fair as we will be willing to accept. Hey, no playing Switch while you're on the stream.
Okay.
This isn't watch Michelle play whatever via the Pathfinder game.
Whee!
Besides, maybe you'll find some non-violent solution that will deal with the werewolf issues.
I hope so.
Yes, they were so big into talking last time I was here.
But maybe you just didn't have the right approach.
Yeah, talking to him. It wasn't the right approach.
Maybe if you had a little more
Wait,
compassion.
I remember.
empathy.
I was tied to a chair.
Oh, you should work on that.
Being tied to a chair?
hmm
Only during sexy time.
I mean, like not being tied to a chair.
Again, only during sexy time.
That's the only time you're not tied to a chair? Because that's
Or
confusing.
tied to. Tied up, tied down.
This is interesting breakfast conversation for the five of you.
This is normal conversation for me. What are you talking about?
And none of this is the questions you need to be answering and asking.
Well, you didn't ask us. We didn't get there yet.
You're right. The fam hands need to give you your question of the day. And today's question of the day is, if one of your friends was a werewolf, would you kill them?
No. Why would I kill them? They're still my friend.
Well.
Oh my god, you're so loud, hardcore. Tone it down.
Well.
Whitney just needs to learn how to right-click on a person's face and move the volume slider this way.
Well.
Fine.
There you go.
Now I can't hear him at all.
Would
Are you
you
answering?
would you kill your friend if they were a werewolf?
Werewolves have rights too, you know.
Okay.
Is this
Yeah, you typing? Yes, you typing worked.
No, that's not what I'm looking
Okay. Anybody else want to take the question? Galfine, I know you love talking.
For me, I would not kill them because it is not illegal to be a werewolf, as I found out last session.
Okay.
See, that's respecting individual autonomy.
I'd also not.
Okay.
Why not?
Just a shrug.
Yep.
Meg, how about you? Killing your werewolf friends? Yay or nay? Gotta remember to unmute yourself.
I did not hear a good percentage of what was said.
Oh, if your friends, if one of your friends were a werewolf, would you kill them?
Would I had
If one of your friends was a werewolf, would you kill
put a
them?
silver dagger in their eye?
Sure, you would put a silver dagger in their eye?
Well, if they were rampaging, had some innocence, yeah. But if they weren't, we could probably buy belladonna or whatever nonsense takes.
Okay. Excellent. Harcourt, last one.
I'm still waiting on a response.
Um,
You not get it?
no. It might be delayed. It might have just been delayed. No, I didn't get anything.
Let's try this.
Okay. No, you do not.
Okay. But I obviously remember.
Yes.
Would I kill my friend if they were a werewolf? Whew. I don't have many friends. And I'm usually my own best friend, so I'm going to say no.
Okay. All right. Now each of you, what questions do you have for everybody? As Meg over there falls asleep.
Oh, is Meg okay? Meg?
Dad, oh my god!
Did Meg get a sleeping sickness?
Yes.
Meg.
Dead already?
But it looks like of maybe natural causes.
All right. Well, in the meantime, the rest of you can ask some questions, and we'll catch Meg back up on them as consciousness returns.
Well, this is no fun.
What?
That's no, never mind.
Okay.
Hi, Meg. Are you okay?
All right. Who's got the next question?
I feel like I volunteer every time. Doesn't someone else want to go first?
I go first.
Galfine. Galfine is volunteering to go first. Galfine, what is your question?
Galfine!
Who would be alright with me drawing them?
Looks like we got 2 hands raised.
Which hands?
3, 4. All right, that's 5. 5 hands raised. Excellent.
I'm raising one for Meg.
Oh, I thought James is also raising one for Meg.
No, James raises 2 for himself.
All right, that was an easy question. Who's got the next one? Whoa! That's one too many hands.
That's scary. Do you have a small prototype there?
Maybe.
No, is that what we're calling kids now? Prototypes?
That was not a child's hand.
We don't know who the hand belonged to.
Not a child.
Well, it wasn't close to the camera, so everything looks small from a distance.
I heard the camera puts on 10 pounds.
Not on a hand.
That would be frightening if it put an extra 10 pounds on a hand. Alright, who's got the next question? Alright, Pax, what do you got for us?
If you had a beautiful summer day, what would you do with it?
Study law.
You'd what?
Study law.
Outside or what?
Nope.
Oh.
In the darkest area.
Your life is kind of sad, isn't
Library.
it?
Just despite the nice weather.
Are you and Galfine in some kind of angst competition?
I think they're both teenagers. Something's happening.
Yeah, how old is
Wait, Galfine didn't answer Galfine's own question. Galfine, are you willing to draw yourself?
Are you willing to let you draw yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right, who's next for my question?
If I had a beautiful summer day,
How would you spend it?
the summer consent.
Yes.
Then yes.
Then yes, what?
Yes, he would do a beautiful summer's day.
As long as she consents. Or he.
He.
Okay. Does he consent? And the answer is yes.
Moving on, Galfine.
And punch him across the face. I'd do some drawing outside.
What would you draw?
Hardcore getting punched in the face.
Why is Hardcore always getting punched in the face?
Maybe he does stupid things.
Like summer.
I do not do dumb things.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Meg would probably do some kind of synergistic solutions to promote synergy and solutions.
I think Meg would take a nap outside. She looks tired. You're still muted, Meg.
Are we fighting undead?
No.
You have been undead.
We're punching Harcourt in the face, obviously.
Zombie?
No zombies.
No, my question is, what would you do if you had a beautiful summer day to spend?
Oh. It's a summer's day when I'm feeling fresh.
Yes, you're feeling fresh.
The kind of fresh you and your mother used to talk about.
Yes. Gentle and fresh. So, I go down to Mass and Gills and perhaps hang around for.
What's that?
But you only do it on the summer's eves, right?
Mass
true.
and Gill?
10
Okay,
points
moving on.
for Gryffindor. 10 points for Gryffindor.
By the way, this is one of those examples where our age is showing.
Oh, God. I apologize, Michelle.
What is happening now? And I'm back.
Okay.
Hey.
You weren't actually gone. That was even weirder. You saw yourself as going. We were all still here seeing you. All right, so Charles would spend a beautiful summer's day down at Massengills.
Waiting for summer's eve. La douche. Guy La douche.
All right.
Wrapping off the shore, douche.
All right, Pax. What would you do on a beautiful
I
summer's
would get
day?
away from all of these weirdos that are in my group right now and go spend some nice time in the Dryad territory, going for a swim and picking some raspberries and hanging out and playing some music and enjoying the nice people who are not weird.
That's
I
fair.
am not weird.
Mm.
Who's got the next question?
Meg should go before she falls asleep.
Meg, ask the next question. One question for your group. Any question you choose. Make sure you're unmuted first. You're still muted. There you go. You're unmuted.
Who wants to give me 10 gold?
Not me, because I don't have 10 gold.
Well, you can't blame somebody for trying.
What do you need money for?
This money is just a
Onto the
Repeat that. You both started talking at the same moment.
I wanted to give it to the.
No, and she went back to mute. Oh, he's going to textual.
Who's Jewel?
Ooh, we're getting textual.
He's starting a GoFundMe. All right, so who's contributing 10 gold to...
No, we have to know what it's for. Keep going.
You don't need to know what a GoFundMe is for
What's
anymore.
the question?
Yeah, it is. You have to read the description before you make a decision about how you spend your money so that you make sure it aligns with your values and your ethics.
Aren't like 99% of them medical?
I don't think 99%.
Okay, so my GoFundMe is going to be for prosthetics.
For what?
I want a new arm.
Third legs.
For oracles looking for a hand up.
Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna keep my 10 gold.
All right.
Keep it in your pants, Harcourt.
It is. If I had pants on.
Yeah, I'm very concerned now that we saw the third hand and you don't have any pants on.
Da, 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 da.
Hey, Twitch's TOS will make sure I'm banned for life if there's any of that going on in the background.
Da, 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 da. It's not in the background.
It's in the underground.
There you go.
Oracles who are handy.
And you don't need to worry about TOS unless somebody actually reports it.
I guess that's true. Somebody would actually have to be watching.
So we can do whatever we want here.
Remember, there is a minor involved.
And a child underage.
All right, so it looks like nobody's funding Meg's GoFundMe.
I would need more information.
I would need more gold.
All right, Harcourt and Zug. Which one of you's got the next question?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Who is it? All right. My question is, why do I hurt all over?
Are you okay?
That's a question.
Is it physical or emotional hurt?
Take your pick.
Well, they usually have different causes.
Maybe.
Because pain is just letting us know we're alive.
Do you need a hug?
Well,
I would recommend a
No
hug from
need.
Zug, because a hug from Zug sounds very rhyme-worthy.
Nope, it's not.
You don't hug Zug?
It's very anti-rhyme worthy.
hugging Zug under the rug.
Oh, God!
What?
Trying to get scandalous with Zug now.
You started it.
A hug is not scandalous.
So then what's the problem? Why do I hurt all over? Answer the question.
Yeah.
Because apparently you keep getting punched.
Because you're stressed out, so in your sleep, you're very tense, and it's making your muscles all extremely sore.
Everybody else?
Yeah, we got Zug.
Just giving a hug.
Probably thinking about what these werewolves are gonna do to you.
Well, I'm pretty sure I know what the werewolves are going to do to me.
All right, Zug, final question is to you.
Nope, I didn't answer my own question.
Oh, right.
Why do I hurt all over? Raptor attacks.
Too soon.
Enough.
Look, I scared Whitney away.
The Raptors did get her. All right, Zug, final question. What do you got for us?
All right, so if you had to teach a class, but you only have the knowledge you currently have, what class would you teach?
Ukulele.
All right, who's next?
Coming up with better question. 101.
Okay.
Path to a New Beginning. Chapter 4.
Galfine or Meg? You could if you had to teach a class right now with only the knowledge you had, what would it be?
Fighting.
Is that basically just walking up to people and punching them in the face?
I mean, that's what it sounds like.
Is that what it defines fighting?
The importance of a positive mental attitude.
A lot of people could benefit from that.
Apparently, yeah, there's people in my that hurt.
They just go around punching each other.
There's something to be said for that.
There is. All right, Zug, answer your own question.
Law.
Duh.
Yep. All right. So
Or drinking ranch from a jar.
No, or the creation of kitten jerky. I can definitely teach a lot of people how to make some nice kitten jerky.
I think Zug should teach a class on how to be a meanie.
Not mean. He's a goblin.
I'm a goblin too.
I'm not so sure about that one.
What do you think I am?
Zog I get. Not you so much.
Well, you just gotta get to know me.
Well, is that how long I'm in this hole?
A long time.
Yep. Maybe. I'll not get into it.
Okay, so before we go forward, a couple of things I want to make sure of. Right now, if you all jump over to your Roll20, you should be able to see everybody's name below their character, as well as now if you click on your character, in the red box you should see your current armor class.
Why did you move me back?
Because that's not where you were.
Yep.
Yes, I see all of the names. Except Harcourt is the only last namer.
Yes, well, Harcourt's last name is meaningless. Also, you're not allowed in Goblin territory, so get out of there.
Because Harcourt is really, really cool.
All right, so each of you once more is aware of your mission for the day. You are heading over to the ranch. You are going to pick up the livestock just as you did before. You'll be taking a short path from the ranch directly to about here in House Zoe. There are rumored to be in about this area here a group of werewolves that may or may not cause problems.
In this situation, are werewolves like humans that have become wolves, or are they wolves?
So, in these particular cases, the werewolves that they are speaking of are people that have contracted the disease of lycanthropy. So they themselves have a condition that causes them to sometimes they can either forcibly manifest themselves into a werewolf form, or during times of full moon, they often find they cannot resist becoming their partial animalistic form, and many of them experience a deepening hunger that.
But so that they're basically still humans.
They are still humans.
Okay.
They are just humans with a very contagious disease.
Well, it sounds like we should try and get them treatment.
There is no treatment for lycanthropy.
What about palliative care?
A sword.
No.
What about empathy?
You could try. All right, so the journey to the ranch is, of course, pretty easy. They you take the main roads getting there. Just as usual, it's a pretty quick and easy run. Anything anybody wants to talk about prior to arrival?
Don't die.
Anybody here with any?
Did we get to eat breakfast?
You did.
I'm
That's what
hungry.
the questions were.
Where was the food?
It was right there. You were eating it.
You didn't describe
Did you see
it.
my mouth thing? Me putting things in my mouth, chewing.
I always see that.
It's all the crackers. Once you arrive at the ranch, I'm assuming the usual people are going to assist in getting the livestock loaded up.
I'll help.
I'll help.
Very good. So you assist in getting things loaded up, saving a little bit of time there. And then you make your way.
Downtown?
Walking fast. Actually, you're walking at pretty much an average speed because you got carts carrying a lot of livestock. So, as you're traveling, everything seems pretty easy going through House Resix. Many of you have never been through these parts of Resix. So while you're in Resix, Resix is kind of laid out as largely redeveloped landscape. A lot of the area looks as if somebody had gone out somewhere, scooped up a giant plot of farmland, and just airdropped it down into the caldera. There are a lot of fields of grass and other miscellaneous things like wheat, which animals are just kind of allowed to have free pasture over.
I like Rezix.
However, you know basically right as you start coming towards House Zoe, because the distance between where the farm ends and where the signposts are seems quite large. Almost as if House Rezix doesn't really trust that House Zoe wouldn't sneak out in the night to try to periodically steal some animals from the pastures. So there's quite a distinction. In the middle, there is almost as if somebody came through and like put up a long fence far away from the border. So right at about, draw it off you got on the map here. So right about here, there's about a quarter of a mile of just wall that goes down and around of fence to keep the animals from moving anywhere closer within here. And periodically you can see that there are shepherds or just other random people kind of standing point, watching for anyone that might try to come across. But you can also see where Zoe begins, the housing is very, like, stacked and, like, crunched up against each other. There are basically wall-to-wall houses right at the edge of the Zoe territory. There is not a single square inch of non-road territory that isn't building where the direct line for House Zoe exists. And in many of the places you can see, they look as though someone has sort of like stacked a house on top of a house in some cases, just to get in a little extra space or to fill in some gaps, as if they were worried that even the space upwards might get claimed by the other territory.
Alright, so they only care if you take the farm animals or the livestock. They don't care if, like, I snatch up a farm cat and eat it real quick.
If you can catch one, I mean, you would still be stealing it from somebody effectively because somebody owns that cat.
Right, and you want to be law-abiding.
Alright, I won't do it.
Okay. So you make
I respect their law.
Excellent. As soon as you like start to move within House Zoe, you notice that after a little while there does begin to be a bit of a separation that happens between the housing. The wall of kind of stone buildings seems to separate away a bit as you get away from the border. Moving a little bit further in, you approach quite a bit of separation, and the houses seem to get a little larger, and you start passing by a couple of small businesses along the way.
I'm drooling thinking about those farm cats that we passed.
Oh my gosh! You should be drooling like Meg because she's
I'm a little bit hungry now.
Again. One, you just had breakfast.
No, that was a couple. Yeah, that was a couple hours ago. Those cats looked really tasty.
Where's the cat that was crawling around you last week?
In his belly.
Oh, Charles got knocked out of roll 20.
Well, Charles is also knocked out on the bed.
I can take him out of here though. Okay. So you guys take pictures out.
So what's happening?
Okay, so you are making your way. You're starting to travel through an area where there's a few businesses. Everybody give me a perception to see what kind of businesses you got around you.
Alright.
Hold on.
What I do? You.
I still can't see.
It's because you won't get your nose out of that book.
Just sketching away.
Maybe you stop punching people in the face.
Oh, my perception was not good.
Why can none of us see?
Having a hard time.
Alright, looks like Meg is trying real quick.
All about to die.
What? You don't know that.
That's true. We're not underground.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're trying to avoid the werewolves, and one of the shops is Ye Old Werewolf Shoppy.
Okay. So yeah, you're
We
traveling
don't notice
along.
anything.
All the shops seem to be quite like not really worth looking at. They all seem kind of bland. And
Nope.
then it
Nope.
hits you.
Nope.
There's a surprise round.
Surprise round.
Yeah, as a pair of werewolves jump down. Want to say hello.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Let me bring up
Hi,
some
why
stuff.
don't we talk?
We're hungry.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
However, they're not going to converse right now. I'm gonna
Are you
need.
sure? I have a 23 diplomacy.
You may be able to talk them out of it, but it's a surprise round right now because nobody saw that there were werewolves until they jumped down and started trying to bite at Harcourt. I actually rolled the wrong attack.
I wouldn't be surprised.
All right, Harcourt does a 7 hit.
No.
Okay. And this one is going to cast a spell. Okay. And then everybody, will you click on your character, please, and then click on your initiative.
Yay, crappy initiative!
Oh, hold
Where's
on.
my character?
I forgot to bring up the counter for it.
I don't see packs.
Oh yeah, I gotta click on my token.
Oh, hold
first.
on. Let me bring you in. I gotta grab you over from the other tab because of the new token. Sorry about that. There you go, Pax.
Okay, and now what do we do?
Hold on. I gotta bring up the. Where is it? Oh, this is so annoying at times. There it is. So click on your character and then click on your initiative. So Zug, I can add you. I'll add you manually.
All right, cool. Yeah, because that was a nice roll.
Yeah.
Which one is initiative?
It says initiative up towards the top next to your HP on your character sheet.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant we clicked on our actual character.
Why did
We
that
click
not?
on the character sheet.
No, you click on the. You have to click on your character first. There you go.
Oh, I have all the initiatives.
Good.
And
Talk
then
him out of it.
Meg ended up the same way. Meg. Been a 2. Oops. There's that one. I did not roll the werewolves yet.
Like, roll them in a ball? Jeez. I'm not here for bowling.
Bust this out of here. And where did they put initiative on this thing? All right, no problem. 3. Here. There it is. Oops. Darn it. This again. Work. Yep. Change it to a 12. That was the initial roll. And let's bring up the other one. Sorry, still getting used to this.
Why does it say a 12 for me? I rolled a 20.
Yeah, you did. I don't know, but I corrected it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. 2. That was a 5. Okay. Click on that, and then click on that. Ugh, he rolled poorly.
Are those
yeah,
the names
he
of the
rolled
werewolves?
Yes. And last but not least, this one out. All right, and I will be right back, and we can continue.
Is it me by any chance?
What?
Where we were at in the turn order.
Oh, no. He
No.
stepped away for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll be first.
Cool.
Hmm.
Apparently, he's not the only one who stepped away. I was going to ask if during the intermission I could get descriptions for people's characters sent to me.
How do we send them?
Just like message me the description of.
All right, Pax, do you want to keep your roll from earlier, or do you want to re-roll?
Why would I want a real roll?
Just making sure.
I want to keep my roll.
Okay. No, I mean your diplomacy roll.
Yeah, I got a 23.
Okay. So your words seem to come out quite cleanly. Like, hey, we're willing to talk. We don't have to fight. Something about them doesn't seem to be able to quite focus on your words. Something seems to be drawing them to just what's on the carts, and the fact that you guys kind of are what stands between them and what's on the cart. Do you want to do anything else?
What else can I do?
You could do a bardic inspiration to help out the party.
Okay, I'll try that.
Okay.
It's under inspiration,
Yeah, it's under your special abilities.
which is additional.
Yeah. There should be one that says inspire. Hang on, let me bring it up. Make sure you're looking at the right spot. It's under your spells, and there's inspire courage. Under spell-like. There you go. Alright, so everybody gets a +1 to attack and damage.
Can I do a charm person?
If you do that, then you can't do the inspire courage, but yes, you absolutely could.
Oh. Why not?
Yeah, that's probably better.
They're different type. They're both the same type of action. So doing a spell or starting your bard song both require a standard action, which is like basically about 4 seconds of your time. And there's 6 seconds in a round.
Okay, so can I take that back and do the charm person instead?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and hit the charm person button for me then. All right, so he needs a DC 14 will save, and is it going to be on the brown one or the bluish one?
Are they different in terms of like strength or anything?
Give me a perception real quick.
Okay.
Okay, yes. The brown one looks to be quite a bit stronger than the blue one.
I'll do it on the brown one.
Okay. Then he is going to attempt a will save. Okay. Yeah. Robert seems to be calming down a bit. Sorry, the brown one seems to be calming down a bit.
All
Good.
brown ones are named Robert.
Everything can be talked about. There's no need to
Oh, yeah.
have any aggression.
I'm sorry, though, Zug, you had gotten a 22. I apologize. I missed that in the order. So, Zug, you were actually first.
All right.
What did you want to do before Pax did that?
There you go.
Okay. Which one are you using it on?
I mean, it probably would have been the brown one, but I mean, if it's getting charmed,
Well,
I don't know.
give me an int check. Okay, so what you think you should do here is actually wait until you get a sign of which one of them might be more in control in the circumstance, and then use it on them. So maybe delay and keep an eye on things, and then use it right when you think you're certain.
Okay, so I would just delay till
Yeah, just
after.
let me know when you want to jump into the initiative order, and I will. I'll set your initiative there.
Well, after the one is charmed, I mean, I probably would want to cast it on the other one, right?
Well, remember the scroll needs to be used on a specific target because you're trying to get the person who is like more of the boss.
Oh, I don't remember them saying anything about that. I thought they had just told me to cast it on a werewolf. I rewatched the episode too, and I don't remember.
Okay, that may have been a mistake on my part. Then yeah, go ahead. Actually, go ahead. If that information wasn't relayed to you, then you're fine.
Yeah, that's I'm pretty sure.
No,
I
think you're right, and I can go back and watch it. And if there is any problems, then we can clarify afterwards.
Rewatch what episode?
The
Last
last
episode.
week's.
This is an episode?
Yes.
And you watched it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched like half of it to remind me about the werewolf stuff specifically.
Yeah, so that's fine.
But man,
you cast the
but now
spell.
now I'm like worried that like I'm misremembering because I watched it like 3 days ago.
Well, do you want to just delay and then do it then anyway?
I mean, based off the knowledge that I have, I mean, I think I would just try and do it on the one that's not charmed.
Yeah, that's fine. Go for it.
Okay.
So you go ahead and cast it, and okay. That is the result of the save from that spell. You can give me you need to give me a spellcraft. I'm sorry, that was the one added thing because it is a over-level scroll.
All right, I got +8. Let's get a decent roll.
All right, very good.
That's not bad.
Yep, that is successfully cast. You can also give me a spellcraft again if you want to try to identify what happened after you cast it.
All right, yep.
Okay. You can tell that Luca is also, or I'm sorry, that the other werewolf is also, like seeming to sort of back down.
Okay. Hey guys, the werewolves are backing down with the charm and the spell I cast. So let's get out of here.
Agreed. Let's go.
Let's boogie!
Okay, so that'll actually push us out of combat.
Yay!
See, we were able to do it without any violence or harm. Unlike last time where someone died.
Now, here's the thing. See, Charm Person has a limited duration. And how long is that limited duration?
An hour.
1 minute.
I think you're right.
It says an hour a level on the.
You've got it. You got it up in front of you. I was going to pull it up. Oh, is it?
Well, no,
put it on
Pax,
there?
in the thing Pax wrote in the chat, it says an hour a level.
Excellent. So Robert asks if you need any help. He says, "My name's Robert. Can I help you guys move anything?" Luca,
I think we're good.
Luca keeps insisting like we need to go. Let's go back. Let's let them go on their way. Let's head on back. We've got some other stuff to do.
Ask them to make sure that nobody's coming up behind us. We can go.
Pax, do you want to ask them?
Ask if
there's anybody else that's gonna like come after them.
Didn't Harcourt just ask?
No, I was talking to
you.
you.
Have to.
Yeah, it's your charm spell, so they're listening to you as the friendly person.
Oh, is anybody else coming up behind us that we should know about?
No, we were just hanging out we were just hanging out here because we were hungry.
Oh, I think there's some food back down the road if you go that way.
You mean past the farms?
I'm not for sure.
Is it free?
Cats.
No, there are no cats. I think it's some porridge.
Are you trying to lie? Give me a bluff.
Oh my god. We're gonna fight. Way to go. Couldn't just say go down that way and check make sure. Nope.
You do get a bonus because they want to believe you. The only thing down that way is livestock I can't eat.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Do you have anything I can eat?
Here's a ration. I toss him a ration.
Ah! All right.
Here's one for the other. Wait, do I have a ration? I don't know.
It would be on your character sheet if you have one. You probably don't, though.
Or
no, each of you guys, each of you get one every day.
Okay, so I'll give my ration to the other werewolf.
Okay. Yeah, so once you do that, the two of them will head out.
Ah! Ah! See how fast they ran backwards?
Yeah, they're really good. They're really adept at reverse running. Well, that wasn't even an encounter.
Good. Nobody wants to fight any werewolves.
All right, so you guys then make it back to the. You guys make the delivery in unexpectedly record time.
That means we get more of the percentages back.
It does indeed.
Yay, more money. Buy that belt I've been wanting.
For the pants you don't wear?
Exactly. Find out what kind of belt it is.
When you arrive, duplicate page messages here. Get off my screen. When you arrive back, when you arrive at the destination, there's somebody waiting outside to speak to, specifically Harcourt, as you arrive.
Oh my god. This is Captain Guard.
Is one of you Harcourt Harvest? I'm sorry, Harcourt.
Yes, that would be me.
Can I speak with you in private?
I do recognize him.
Yes, he is the guard captain.
Oh, yeah, sure. let's go top. They do the finger gun thing.
Okay. He leads you to a very familiar office, and asks you to take a seat as he takes his own.
Okay.
The rest of you are helping unload and receiving some information. I'll come back to you guys once I finish up with Harcourt.
Cool.
Harcourt, how do you know who James Zoe is? James T. Zoe is?
Met him before, just like I met you before.
We've never met. I assure you.
Yeah, we have, and you're a douche.
That's very mean. I don't know who you are, and you're just going to waltz in here and
I know who you
call me
are.
names?
Last time you and I were together, you tried to, get me to steal something, and then accuse and set it up so when it was found out that it was stolen, it would be my fault. You tried to get me to incriminate one of my own party members.
This isn't James. This is the guard, Captain.
So I thought I thought who the guard was. I thought James.
No, James is not. James is a very high-ranking.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was James.
Yes.
Okay. Oh no. Okay, then I have to retract.
That's fine.
Everything I
That's
said,
fine.
because I thought I was talking. Let's start that conversation over.
That's fine. How do you know who James T. Zoe is?
I met the douchebag before. Well,
It's rather impolite.
I've met you before. I've met him before, but you haven't met me yet.
Right,
So-
because I'm meeting you now. So you've also not met me. That's how this works. You can't have met me unless.
Yeah,
Are you a spy?
That's what you accuse. I think you guys accused me of last time.
But you're not a spy, or you are a spy?
Not a spy. Not that I'm aware of. Out of game. I never actually found out the reason why I was in Caldera, correct?
Correct.
So, yeah. I know. You're confused. I'm confused. I
Okay,
got things in my head.
you've already made negative comments about James.
Because you know they're...
So is it safe to assume that you're not natively House So?
It could be true.
Look, your aura doesn't check out as being belonging to our family.
Yeah.
Did James happen to do anything specifically bad to you that maybe you have a chip on your shoulder about?
Yeah. He tried to blackmail me. Tried to get me to incriminate a party member. He tried framing me for stealing something, or was going to frame me for stealing something. That was part of the blackmail, I guess.
Hmm.
He does involved in a lot of underhanded stuff. Tried to get me all involved. Him and most of my party.
Can you prove any of that?
No, because if it's in my head correctly, it hasn't happened yet.
So you have advanced information on somebody you've never met that hasn't actually done anything that you can prove.
Correct. I know there's going to be a fancy party we all go to, and I got to get a nice orange suit. And we used to have apartments here in
Where you're in the neutral territory. You're not going to any parties. There are never parties out there. No one can afford to have a party unless it's in somebody's home.
It was in somebody's home. Yeah. It was a huge party. All kinds
No,
of people
it wouldn't.
were there.
There's no huge parties going on there. There might be like a handful of you guys getting together and having some drinks. Where would you be having this party then?
So out of game, where was that party at?
So when you were having that party, that was at a meeting hall in House So.
That was in a meeting hall in House Zo.
What was the meeting about?
I don't know, but I just distinctly remember him trying to get me to sleep with somebody at random. Turned out to be one of my party members. Because he was trying to... he was trying to blackmail her. That was... Because he thought he was going to use my crazy libido against her.
And you said this would be coming up soon?
Fairly soon. Of course, it was after we'd encountered the werewolves, so... Oh, we've already encountered werewolves. So maybe. Timelines aren't totally clear inside my noggin. Just kind of events.
Listen, I'm going to tell you this for your own good. It may not necessarily be a good idea to keep mentioning that you know James at all. As somebody not from around here, continuing to claim that you have knowledge about him could be potentially dangerous to your health. You do understand this.
Well, I only mentioned because I wanted out of that arrest situation. Being blamed for killing somebody that I didn't kill because, he attacked us first.
At that point, though, you're just kind of drawing his attention. If you do get mixed up with him, and you can prove any of the things you're telling me right now, then I would like it if you could bring it back to me directly. I've been looking to catch James at some things for quite a while. I even worked up, I can't talk too much about the details, but there are plans to try to get him into a trap of sorts.
We were working on that last time, weren't we?
What?
I thought you and I were working on that last time.
We've never worked together on anything.
We will. Sorry. Wrong tense.
No, we won't. You don't have any evidence, so there's nothing...
Hey, dude, I can hang outside your door and knock all the time if you like. Because we used to do that too. We used to hang outside your door and knock repeatedly and let us in.
Are you spying on my team?
No. When we had to come down to see you, stand outside the door. Sometimes we'd stand outside the door and argue. Then you'd have to tell us to go away.
The representative you spoke to when you were interrogated, you knew her name.
Yes.
And now you're talking about the exact behavior that her and her crew do outside of my door every few days.
Yeah, because I was part of that group.
Would you consent to a mind scan?
You're going to find out way more than you want to know. So, if you can help tell me some things, that'd be great. Yeah. Just don't, as long as I don't have to remember the being dead part.
Excellent. Well, you heard the man. And 4 familiar figures step out of the darkened corners of his office and proceed to take you into custody.
Oh, goody.
What?
What was Clarence's character's name?
I do not have it off the top of my head.
Oh, man.
But I do have his figure. And Ryan's.
Never got around doing that one.
Or no, this is Tom's. This is Tom's because it's the wand guy. Right?
Oh, no, I have Ryan's. Because Ryan's had the trident.
Yes.
I still have Ryan's. I haven't finished it.
No, that was I think that was mine.
The one with the
Because
trident?
it's the halfling with the trident?
I think so. I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't looked at it in a while.
Alright, going back to the rest of the group. After the cart is unloaded, the tradesman, by the way, whose name is Yesix.
Seriously, the same name as the werewolf we dealt
No.
with earlier that we
Yesix.
found out randomly.
Is Yesix is like preparing to get the money out for each of you. Where's Harcourt?
I don't know.
Had some sort of business he was attending.
A few minutes after, as he gets close to finishing the counting, a young woman with burn marks across part of her face comes up to the group. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Are you the companions of Harcourt?
Yes.
What do you do?
Harcourt has been taken into custody. He has consented to a mind scan.
Like consented or consented with quotation marks?
He has consented, and she reaches into her pocket and procures a scroll, which she unrolls and shows. You can hear a voice in the background and a picture of Harcourt. The voice in the background asks if he would consent to a mind scan, and Harcourt reiterates that, or Harcourt states that he would be willing to consent after a bit of like saying they're going to find a little bit of extra information in there that they're probably not expecting.
All right, should I like spellcraft or something to see if that was something that was like manipulated?
Sure, go ahead and give me a spellcraft. Okay, no, looks to be true.
All right, I'm convinced.
He will be released following the scan, and you can collect him from the station. He probably won't be able to get back on his own, so somebody may need to carry him or at least assist him in his walking.
Without punching him in the face, say. Without punching him in the face.
I'm gonna think back. Did I do anything illegal recently in front of Harcourt that this brain scan might reveal?
Give me an intel check.
A good one, Tom. I like that.
No. Absolutely not.
All right.
All right. So for a successful mission, each of you is, for a successful and early mission, each of you is given 300 gold.
Woo, woo.
Harcourt will have to get his later.
Write it down now, though.
Sure.
300?
300.
That just increased my gold by 11 times.
Oh, wait, you said 300 each?
300 each.
Oh, okay.
Woo, woo, I'm getting me a new belt.
He does inform you, though, that part of this is an upfront deposit on making this trip a second time, as they're required to do.
No second payment.
No, there will still be a second payment.
Ooh.
It will just not be as big as this one. The reason, however, that you are getting a larger payment is it's one thing to make the werewolves go away once. It's another thing to make the werewolves stay away. So the next time, he expects that there will likely be more werewolves. So if you don't have silver gear already, that should be a good enough down payment to acquire anything you might need to help you fight off potentially more werewolves.
Can we get like charm equipment instead?
You can spend your money however you choose.
Is
We
there
hire a
charm
merchant.
equipment?
There, you could perhaps procure some scrolls or wands. Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, because we already got silvered. All of us should have silver.
Yep. Well, you have it rented.
Yeah. Rented for just enough for one pass through. Like we got to re-rent it again.
Yeah. Right. Right now, you had rented it for just the day.
Okay.
I thought we just got it for like Galfine.
I mean, I had rented a dagger for myself.
Oh.
I got
I
I
didn't
got
get
my
anything.
sword.
Yeah.
My
Okay.
rapier is silvered. I gotta buy one.
Yeah. So again, if any of you want to go pick one up, now you can head on back to the smith, and you can exchange your. You can choose to pay the difference between the rental fee, or just basically pay for the whole thing to get an actual silver version.
I'll return it. I don't think I'm gonna need a silver dagger because I have like 4 spells and stuff.
Okay. No problem. Yours was like the cheapest, so I think it was what? It was 1 gold for the deposit.
I think it was 3. I want to say.
That sounds correct.
All right, so I get that back.
You lose that. You pay. It was 20% of the total cost. So silver on a dagger.
And then so we were gonna get refunded when we got back to
Yes. So you go back. You basically present the slip you'll have gotten, and then you can exchange that for the difference in the money. So you will have effectively paid nothing to have rented it.
Okay.
If you choose to buy it, it is basically free because you will be reimbursed for the purchase of it. So you can choose to keep it if you want, or you can get the money back and put it on your character sheet.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the return.
Okay.
I will at said time. I'm available to do so.
Okay.
When do we get him back?
Later that day.
Being punched in the face.
So at a certain point, when all of you return back, you're all asked to explain where your missing party member is. Everybody's quite worried that perhaps he died. What is Harcourt okay? What happened?
Yeah, he just had to take care of something.
Take care of what?
I don't know. He'll follow up.
Nobody got any details?
Hardcore is a private. He tells me he needs to take care of something, then he's going to take care of it and be right back.
Well, I can only hope this turns out for the best. Okay, Harcourt.
Yes.
What information are you willing to give, and what information are you not willing to give?
What information am I not willing to give?
Yep. Because they basically bring you to a room, strap you into a chair, and hook drop a bunch of stones that start to float around your head rapidly.
I will definitely give them all the information of the last time from the last Akunsaunt event.
Okay.
Definitely let them look at all that. I'm not going to let them see anything with Teddy.
Give me a will save.
Okay. Wrong side. And nothing about Teddy, the book, or the boat.
Okay. So you are successfully able to block out the information that you want to block out. However, you feed to them basically a perfect transcript of a time that they could never have experienced. Each of them is surprised because you notice there are differences about each of them that are significant enough that you pick them up visually immediately. For example, one of the people doesn't even look like the same person that was doesn't entirely look like the same person that was in your group before. They look similar, but give me a perception, and then if you have it, a disguise.
Ooh, I don't have disguise.
That's fine. You can still try it untrained.
There's perception. I gotta go. Is this it? And boom.
Okay.
Oh.
So yeah, so this person definitely looks different, but you're not exactly sure why. Maybe this person's like trying to change up their look, or they're trying to disguise themselves in some way. But after having just been through your memory, you're quite certain that this does not look at all like the person that you had previously traveled alongside. But there is some like significant level of familiarity. Like you're looking at this person and they look the same, but it's as if something is very different.
It's like I know them, but I can't recognize them.
Yes.
So,
When they release you from the chair, you are basically exhausted. You have run a marathon in your head through like memories of years that haven't occurred.
including the unpleasantness down in the cave.
Yes. Oh, God.
Ow.
Oh, God, find me.
Yeah, you know. Oh. Getting there.
It'll be okay. We're fetching someone to go pick you up.
Oh, yeah.
Who would you like us to reach out to from your group?
Well, let's see. There's a halfling, 2 goblins, so I don't think they're gonna be able to carry my ass. Unfortunately, Galfine's gonna punch me in the face. But unfortunately, I guess I gotta call Galfine because she's the only one who can lift me.
All right, we'll send someone to go get her.
You guys got a pencil I can have?
Sure. They hand you a pencil. Galfine, there is a knock at your door in the evening.
I answer it.
Excuse me, my name is Mara Zoe. Your friend Harcourt has asked that I bring you back with me to assist him in returning to his home.
Okay.
Shall I lead you there?
Glad she's quick to answer.
Yeah.
Okay. So you head down to pick up Harcourt. You're led through a few different areas that you've never seen you've obviously not really been in House Zoe before. It's kind of weird as you're going through House Zoe. Like, in the nighttime, it's normally, kind of dark in Akunsaunt. But, like, the minute you step into Zoe territory, it's like somebody turned off any signs of light. Like, there are no street lights. Any light you get is, like, dim lighting from maybe like lights in the distance, or a light happens to be on in someone's home, and it's like barely piercing out through some window coverings, or maybe some like cracks in a door. But it is bordering on pitch black walking down the streets at night. Do you have dark vision?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can still at least see, so it's a little less disconcerting, but you feel like if there were somebody who couldn't see in the darkness, you can't understand how they'd get anywhere around here at night. And it seems like it'd be really easy to get, like, assaulted or mugged or have something else bad happen to you. It's no wonder that, like, this place is notorious for violent behavior and all kinds of, like, hostile actions towards all the houses. If it looks like they'd even be willing to live in this kind of environment. This is far different from when you were living in House Rurik, where there are lights everywhere. Sometimes at night you can't even tell it's night. The street lights are quite bright. The roadways are always secure. There's plenty of guards walking around. You haven't seen a guard since you walked through the initial like wall to get into this zone. In fact, you haven't really seen a person walking these streets since you got in here. You arrive at a large building that is very gray, made out of stone. with no writing on it, not even an address number.
Fun.
There are two guys, holding each of Harcourt's shoulders to keep him standing, and they just kind of like shove him at you once you get into range. Give me a reflex to catch Harcourt.
Drop.
Nope. Down you go, Harcourt. Give me a reflex to try to catch yourself at a -10.
Oh, fucking A.
Okay, down you go.
I hit the ground. How much damage did I take?
Nothing. Your pride is damaged a lot more than any of your body is.
Thanks, Gelfine. Thanks.
You gonna help him up, Galfine, or you gonna kick him while he's down?
Way to punch me in the face with the ground.
I'm gonna... Now I kind of don't want to pick him up. But I guess I got to.
Alright, so you help him up, and the two of you make your way towards the exit of town.
Can I just swing him over my shoulder?
What's your strength?
I'm 18.
Yeah, you can throw him up over your shoulder.
I'm 165 pounds.
Yeah, you're gonna move a lot slower doing it, but you can definitely carry him.
Really slow.
While you're traveling, let me have the two of you give me a perception. Harcourt, you are at a -10 on each of these.
On everything, I would be a -10.
You are at a -10 on everything.
I see?
It's really dark.
Well, also, I need to do a sleight of hand. See if I can pull this off.
Sure.
I'm gonna try and take the pencil and slip it into her pad.
Sure. Go for it, -10. All right.
6.
Galfine, give me another perception. You need to roll a 6. All right.
Damn.
All of a sudden, Harcourt starts like feeling up your chest. This is very inappropriate behavior, even for Harcourt.
I'm throwing him to the ground.
All right. As you toss him to the ground,
Kick him.
a bolt hits the wall next to you. And I need you to roll me initiative. Both of you.
Yes, -10. Oh, forgot to put it on my.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So Galfine, I'm gonna need you to, let's see, you're going first. I'm gonna need you to give me another perception. You can't quite tell where the person is. Okay, now you can. Coming from a little crack in an alleyway, you notice there's a guy kind of hunched down with a crossbow bolt that he's getting or crossbow in his hand that he's getting ready to reload.
I had one job, and then Harcourt messed everything up.
I didn't mess nothing.
What are you gonna do here? Somebody just shot at you with a crossbow.
Should I attack them?
So, up to you. What do you want to do?
Okay.
Six.
What if I just drag Harcourt away?
Or
Just grab one of his
you can do
legs
that,
and
but
just drag him away.
this person will definitely move faster than you dragging Harcourt. You're moving very slow because you're carrying a giant body, so it's not like you can run or even move at a faster speed. And you're quite deep into Zoe territory, so it's not like you're gonna find your way out of Zoe territory before this guy is able to take like dozens upon dozens of shots at the two of you.
I thought she dropped me.
She did drop you, so she could leave you behind, and you could have to crawl your way there. But then she'd be leaving behind another one of her comrades to just die.
Yeah, I'm attacking this guy.
Okay.
So I roll an attack roll?
Yep, give me an attack roll. Oh, that would have been good if you would have hit there. But instead you make quite a dent in the wall next to the guy. as he quickly throws down the crossbow and pulls out a dagger.
And pulls off his hood, revealing to be her arch nemesis from the training ground.
Oh my god, he's so terrible. And he just kind of like pokes out at you with it, but he's like taking steps back as he does so in fear of your weapon. Harcourt, what are you doing?
I scream out that there's more of them and get my ass out of here. As I reach for one of my darts and attempt to wing it at him.
Okay.
So this is one of my non-silver darts.
Yep,
I'm assuming this is also going to be a -10.
it is indeed.
Is everything just -10 because he's so exhausted?
Yes.
That's a complete miss.
Essentially, like, his brain has been way overworked. The only thing that he can mentally comprehend correctly is the concept of sleep. And even that is looking kind of shady right now.
Oh, I miss.
Yep. Galfine, back to you.
I'm gonna attack him again.
Go for it. No. Once again, you're taking pieces out of that wall, but those are not pieces out of him.
I don't know, maybe it'll frighten him or something?
Okay. Then he is going to go for another dagger attack at you, but not before. Just trying to make sure I've got the initiative order right.
Jumped by somebody else.
You hear another dart land in the wall next to you from behind. Or another crossbow bolt land in the wall next to you from behind.
Told you.
Jumping right in there. And then the dagger guy comes at you. Does a 21 hit?
Yeah.
Oops, that's actually close enough. For 4 points of damage with the dagger.
Oof.
You gotta be there, though, to heal her. Harcourt, what are you doing?
Trying to get to my feet.
Okay. You can manage to push yourself up to your feet, but it is exhausting. But you can manage to stand. You have a movement of 5 feet.
I'm gonna assume she's within 5 feet of me.
No, she's not. She's about 10 feet up because she charged in and is like fighting somebody into an alleyway.
All right, I'm gonna try and walk up behind her.
Okay, so you move 10 feet for the round.
And tell her there's more than one. We need to leave.
All right, back to the top. Galfine.
Can we even get out of here? With you like that?
Do you want to just talk to him, or do you want to be asking that question while swinging your weapon?
Yes.
Okay. So give me a swing of that weapon. There you go. Easy. One hit, and down he goes. Both of you give me a perception.
Still can't see.
Okay.
Damn it. This perception roll is rigged.
There are no more crossbow bolts that get fired.
Because it's in my back, so it's somewhere I can't see it.
Apparently in my eye.
All right, so what do you want to do? There don't appear to be any more crossbows being fired. You gonna wait there for the authorities? You gonna go like take this guy back to the authorities with Harcourt? Are you gonna leave? In fact, I'll let you ponder on that. Well, we're gonna jump over to Meg since she wants to be commenting here in the
Hey!
in the peanut section. Meg, what are you doing this evening now that you've got a big wad of cash? And by a big wad of cash, I mean a handful of gold coins.
I head over to the local tavern to enjoy a nice sarsaparilla, because I think your world did have them the last.
It does.
So I'm gonna have a set ponder the day's events with not being able to get together, validated as an existing being in my place in the gnome hierarchy.
All right.
How did you do that?
What's going on in the establishment I'm at?
So
What the fuck happened there?
when you head down that way, actually, I believe that somebody earlier today told me that they were also going to be down in that area. Pax,
Nah.
What?
you were going down for a show and maybe a drink.
Yeah, I wanted to get a drink.
All right. So you get there and you find that Pax is actually there talking about a performance, and you said you wanted to try to earn a drink, right? Specifically.
I felt like I've already earned a drink.
Okay. So she's talking with the barkeeps, saying that she feels like she deserves a drink.
Before I perform, help me loosen up a little, you know?
What kind of drink would you like, little lady?
Something nice and sweet, just like me.
He the barkeep waves over to you as you come in through the door, Meg, and reaches over and grabs something off the shelf and starts pouring it into a glass.
Excellent. Thank you. Pax, I assume?
Hi. How you doing?
During the pondering things. It was another frustrating.
Pondering things.
Yeah, it's another frustrating day trying to prove the existence of my father. I mean, it's kind of like a game I play with the bureaucracy. I fill out the paper stuff. I go down there, it happens, and then I look for different paperwork. I fill that. I go, wait, my fun and proud gnomish person. I think he was. So that's.
I hope it worked out for you. I can't tell if you're still talking.
The barkeep gives each of you your drinks.
Thank you. After this, I'll be going up and doing a few songs.
Excellent. I look forward to it. Is this your friend? Is this another friend of yours?
Yeah, this is Meg. She had a bad day.
I'm sorry to hear that, Meg. Not often we get gnomes in here.
Everybody's welcome, right?
Of course, of course.
Now I'm unmuted even.
You are, I could hear you there.
Am I?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
No, it's a little frustrating, but I'm gonna have a cool sarsaparilla. I think the group did a pretty excellent job avoiding conflict with those. So, things are really,
We did well. I was proud of our team.
You're adventurers of sorts, or you work for the farmhands or something?
Something like that.
Harcourt's having a big laugh in the background there.
What? He's muted.
All right, so Pax, you make your way up to perform.
I didn't hear.
You didn't hear what I said?
Fuck.
Oh yeah, that is quite a good performance.
Wait, what? Meg said to keep it down. Keep what down?
Oh, Pax is performing. Pax has an agreement in the bar to play ukulele at least 3 times a week.
My first song is a big hit.
Is it your new song, or is it one of the songs you played here before?
The new song, I made some tweaks and it's going real well.
Yeah, clearly. Excellent.
Thanks.
Do you want to actually give me a diplomacy? Or a perform? No, Meg. Do you have perform or or do you want to give me a diplomacy to kind of talk her up, or a bluff?
A bluff?
Yeah.
It's not a bluff, it's true. I'm doing
No,
good.
she could tell like stories that aren't necessarily true about like things that you've done with your ukulele. You know, like maybe you performed for, you know, like all the soldiers at all the dwarves at the forge, or you're like a well-renowned goblin, but you got kicked out because your music was too edgy.
Yes, because she is the edgy
Getting
one.
at, right?
Yeah.
Do you have? Wait,
No, that came out garbled.
I can't even hear him.
I know. Well, we will get this fixed. I promise on Tuesday.
I'm turning up the volume on him also.
Well, no, the problem is there's a bit of a latency like cutout.
I wish Hardcore were here to see me play. He liked that. I wonder where he's at.
Okay.
Oh. What happened?
What? Can you hear me?
You're the only one I can see.
Yeah. See, this is why I've been thinking about
Okay, there we go. Never mind.
how Discord might not be a great option. Or did you just double click on somebody by
I
accident?
must have something clicked something.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. So Zug, while they're doing all their stuff, what are you up to?
So what exactly do I have in my house? Like,
So right now, your house is basically just your bed and a side table.
okay. So yeah, like I think I at the very least need to try and pick up a like a nice bookshelf
Okay.
and some like some various law books.
Okay.
And have to go to the library.
So do you want
Single-minded.
somebody to build it, or do you want to find something that somebody will just move in?
I mean, if there's some cheap used ones, I mean, I can probably try and grab one of those.
Okay, go ahead and give me a diplomacy. Or knowledge local would also work if that's higher.
Definitely knowledge
Go
local.
for the knowledge local. Yeah, I just thought about that.
As opposed to my -1 for diplomacy.
Yeah. Okay. So you know a couple of places that you can hit up looking for some bookshelves. Do you have appraise?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead and give me an appraise. All right, you find an excellent deal on quite a good sized bookshelf for only about a gold, but it's going to be a bit difficult moving it. It's made out of solid redwood, so it's not light by any standards. And as a goblin with a low strength, you're not exactly going to pick that up and carry that yourself.
Okay, so yeah, I guess another knowledge local to see like a moving company or whatever that can grab that.
Yeah, do you have any spells that could also assist you?
Well, is this a person or a store that I'm getting it from?
This is a store you're getting it from. So if you pay them,
Okay.
they'll hold it for you.
All right, perfect. Yeah, and then I'm gonna search for somebody who can grab that for me.
Okay. That doesn't go so well. You're pretty sure, like, you kind of have to settle because you can only find what's around right now. So there's somebody that'll do it, but they're willing to do it for 5 gold, which seems really high, like ridiculously high. But they say, like, oh, because you need it right now. There we go. I'll come back to that, Charles. That's actually really good to help out. Because they're saying, like, because you need it so quickly, you're just gonna have to. That's the best they're gonna be able to do, because they have to cut aside some of their appointments and blah blah blah. So if you want to work with if you want to, like, go back and maybe you can talk to the other person about holding it for a little while till you can find a better arrangement to get it moved.
Yeah, and while I'm at the store, I might as well look for maybe a couple other things.
Okay.
So let's see. I have it's like a little table stand, or it's like a desk.
It's more like it's like a bedside table.
Okay, so I'm gonna look for a desk then.
Okay. Go ahead and give me another knowledge local.
Okay. Well, would this be another knowledge local, or would
Actually,
this be like a perception?
give me an appraise here. Yeah, give me another appraise here on what this guy's got.
Appraise. Okay.
Yep. Ooh. You really don't like the selection of stuff this guy's got in terms of desks.
All right, so yeah, so I can pay him the gold now. Like, is he going to require anything additional to hold it for another day or two?
He says he'll hold it for you about 2 days, but if you don't have somebody here, in a couple of days to get it, then he'll start charging you another gold per day. Or I'm sorry, he'll start charging you another 5 coppers a day.
Okay, so I'll take the gold off my sheet.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go search somewhere else for a desk.
Okay. Give me another knowledge local, and then I will come back to that when I cut away real quick to Galfine. Galfine, what have you decided you're wanting to do about the Harcourt situation?
We're going to get the heck out of here.
Okay. So you pick up Harcourt and head on out. Real quick, let me check something. I think you're fine. No. Okay. Where's that looping coming from?
What looping?
I'm the only one who can hear it?
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
I can hear it.
Okay.
I don't hear it.
I don't hear anything.
Okay.
It's because your perception is so low, Galfine.
My perception is fine. I just can't roll good enough.
Galfine, you and Harcourt make it back to the Famhands building to drop off Harcourt. You just gonna throw him down in front of the building, or what? Hardcore, are you gonna let her take you to where you stay?
Would you at least take me to my room?
I take him to his room.
All right. You put him in front of the door, and then take off, or
Can I get the door open?
I don't know. It's not locked. There's no lock on the door.
Nope.
So yeah, you can open up the door.
Pat me down on the bed. Or a facsimile thereof.
I throw him onto the bed.
All right, you just kind of toss him down onto the bed. You just gonna head out.
Hey, Galvine.
What?
Thanks for not punching me in the face.
You're welcome, I guess.
Sorry about that falling on the ground remark earlier.
Okay.
And I wasn't trying to feel you up. It just didn't work. It didn't work the way I thought it was going to.
Clearly. Do you actually need anything else, or can I leave now?
I'm just gonna close my eyes and take a little nap.
You are out the moment you close your eyes. He just kind of goes, I'm just gonna close my...
And I'm leaving.
All right, Pax. Your performance is...
At machine.
Your performance is going quite well. Meg is hanging out around the outside, you know, telling some jokes and bringing people, getting people happier about your performance there. Go ahead and give me another perform check at a +2 bonus.
Because of the Meg.
Yep. Nice.
The Meg.
The Meg, isn't that a movie about a shark?
About a giant, yeah.
About a megalodon.
Yes.
Oh, fine. Fine, Michelle. Pull out your fancy terms.
Say,
I gotta know stuff about dinosaurs and other ancient
The
reptiles.
other song I played was my big hit,
okay.
which I can't remember the name of now after my drink, but I remember how to play it.
Okay. Yeah, so this evening wraps up. You're going to wrap up pretty well. This time you actually walk away with an extra 2 gold.
Only 2 gold?
That's better than you got last time.
I thought I got like 30%.
Yeah. Last time, though, you only got about 5 silvers from that. You're not in a high-income area.
Okay, so I get 2 extra gold. I put them on my sheet.
Yep. All right, Zug. Your desk...
Yeah, I got a 23.
Yep, your desk search yields you another good place to look. Go ahead and give me an appraise. Not such a great deal here, though. Here you think you're probably overpaying on a desk for about 2 gold, but it's really the best desk you've seen of all of them. It's the most sturdy of all the used stuff you've been able to find so far.
All right, I'll probably just pick this one up.
Okay.
Same thing. I'm gonna ask if they can hold it for like 1 or 2 days while I find somebody to.
Yeah, they have no problem. They'll charge you the standard 5 coppers.
Okay. So let's see. 99 silver, 5 copper.
Yep.
All right. So I'm gonna go to the library to try and use the Maginet to find somebody to move in my new desk and bookshelf.
No problem. Go ahead and give me either the Knowledge Arcana or the Spellcraft. Okay.
Wow.
You get a few really good feelers out there, and you can get somebody to move it for about 5 silver to move both items. They'll move it for 5 silver.
Okay, cool. I'll definitely do that.
Okay. And then while you're out here, you said you wanted to pick up some law books. The only way you're going to be able to buy those is in the Narenhawk territory.
Okay. Is it dangerous or illegal or anything to head on over there? Or?
No, you're actually there right now. The library is in Narenhawk territory.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Go ahead and give me a knowledge local here. Okay. So this is where you start running into a problem in that people keep asking you for something strange as you find you keep finding all the books that you're looking for, but you keep running into people telling you they can't sell you this book unless you give them your card. And you what card? Give me a knowledge law. Okay. This one's kind of obscure, so it would have been real hard for you to get this anyway. But it seems like they're inferring that you can't buy books without some sort of special privilege. So you'll probably have to follow up on this later, but right now it's getting pretty late in the evening. And your tiredness is starting to kick in. So if you want to keep doing this, your checks are going to start getting progressively worse.
I'll try once more. I might try asking at the library. They'll probably got decent knowledge of books.
Sure. In that case, you're gonna need to give me a diplomacy though. If you're gonna physically ask at the library, you will be at a +5 bonus though, because the librarian is particularly helpful there on questions like that. Nice. So yeah, she
-1, perfect 20.
Yeah. She explains to you that so the library is designed to allow anyone access to information. But under the current trade laws, there were problems with selling off books without proper documentation of the books, where people were copying the books. And the copying of the books was causing things like the library and other access to free information to suddenly start to be less and less feasible. As of course, suddenly wealthier people had access to books that other people shouldn't. They were deliberately destroying copies in places they were just deliberately destroying copies of the original book. There was no one they could track who had another copy of the book to use at that point to make duplicates of. So there was a big issue with books physically getting lost and destroyed. Or, and then other people would have copies of it that weren't authorized copies. Or there were modified copies that were floating around because no one could prove who had the original copy of the book and what the original information was. So for historical books, it was a huge problem. So Narenhawk, along with the Ministry of Trade, got approved a law that requires that in order for you to take out a book, you need to apply for a special form. You're then given a card that gives you an ID number, and then that ID number is assigned to every book that you purchase. And from there on out, they know who your books are, and each book is magically signed to match your ID number. So if somebody were to do a copy spell, there's a spell that would copy a book, that book would copy over the numbering as well, so they would know that you've made a forgery of that book on top of it. That way, if you also made any changes, your signature would still be on the book. It would take significant levels of magic at that point to create a reasonable forgery of the book. So it is possible, but you'll have to fill out some forms, submit them to the Ministry of Trade, and then you'll get the card after a couple of days and be able to purchase your books.
All right. Hey, I like forms. Sounds good to me.
All right. All right, and I think that is where we're going to wrap up for the evening. Each of you did quite well today. I was actually very surprised that combat didn't happen at all.
There was combat.
I mean,
There was. I had combat apparently.
So we get 2 levels?
No, but each of you should level up for next session.
What does that mean?
You and I will go over that
Okay.
over this week.
Everyone else understands. Do I just change my level to 2?
You will move to level 2. Some of your abilities will go up. You'll get some new abilities. You'll get some additional spells. You'll get some extra hit points. It's a
So
big...
can I go ahead and change it? Oh, no, I can't.
No, you can. You have to hit the edit button on the... You have to go into a different column in order to edit that. We'll go over it because I want to teach you how to do it in Roll20 anyway.
Okay.
Michelle, since you haven't worked with this, will you need some help as well? I don't know who else might need some help. If any of you guys need help, just let me know and we can work on it through the week. Because I can live work on it while you're looking at it. So I can like go to specific spots and then tell you where on the page it is. So I can kind of guide you through it since I gave myself access permissions on each of your sheets. So, let me see what the... Is that Discord message relevant to me?
Yep. It's not.
Okay. Yeah, so next week we will probably not have a session, as I got my trip to St. Louis I've got to do.
That's not next weekend, sweetie.
I thought it was next weekend.
Next weekend is the last weekend in March.
Oh, I'm like way off. March is a weird month.
Yeah. Today is the 23rd, so next Sunday is the 30th. So you don't go next weekend, you go the weekend after.
Okay. All right, so next Sunday we will have another session then. And then the Sunday after that I will not be here. So, thank you. I appreciate you knowing the calendar better than I do. I cannot calendar.
It's funny because I suggested something to do next weekend because we didn't have anything in the calendar, and you weren't like, "Oh, I'm going to St. Louis."
Remember, I corrected you and said, "What about you mean 2 weeks?" Maybe you didn't hear me, but
I did not.
But yeah, so if any of you guys need help, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you guys next week. Well,
Bye.
All right, I've created a class. I'm gonna level up in that.
That's not how that's gonna work. Good night, everyone.
But it's that shadow class that's weak to everything.
It's definitely no. That was a race.
Oh yeah.